Feels like the East this year, it is still paced by the Boston Celtics. They extended their season-high winning streak to 8 games. They had a 14-point win over the Knicks. Boston has the best record in the NBA, and with their core, their starting five of Tatum, Brown, Holiday, White, Porzingis all start, they're actually winning better than 80% of their games. They continue to pull away from the pack in the Eastern Conference. And take a look at this, right? Boston has a 5-game cushion for the best overall record. So considering they also have the 4th easiest schedule, remember, remaining in the NBA. It's going to be tough for any of these teams to make up any significant ground over their final 25 games. So the Celtics are most likely going to finish with the best record in the NBA and have home court advantage in the playoffs. But Perk, is the gap between them and the rest of the teams we just showed that big?
Hell no. Hell no. In the Eastern Conference, yes. Okay, I get that, right? You're looking at the Cavs, right? A young team led by Donovan Mitchell. We don't really trust them. Evan Mobley has been up and down. We have to see and wait to see what they're going to do in the postseason. When you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, we know all the turmoil that's been happening around that organization and with that team. But when it comes down to comparing the Celtics to the Western Conference, and I know these people out there in the world on the internet are going to say, oh, we was 13-6 against the West. Well, to be honest, here's my thing. My last sighting, when they played against the top-notch Western Conference teams, like the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a beatdown. Not the Nuggets, but with the Clippers. So do I think the Celtics are a great basketball team? Yes. Do I think they're going to come out of the Eastern Conference? Yes. Do I think Jason Tatum is an unbelievable superstar? Yes, I believe all those things. But what I can't do is disrespect how hard the Western Conference is on the side of the Eastern Conference. And so they're going to have their battles. Right now, I don't even have them favored as to win it all, to be honest with you.
Look, I think the gap for the Celtics during the regular season, I think it's bigger, right? I think it's big. It's hard to match up with the amount of talent, the versatility that they have, but I think that starts to shrink as the playoffs come. Yes, they could have home court, but we've also seen them lose a Game 7 on their home floor, right? We've seen some things from the Boston Celtics over the last few years. So when I look at this, they are the best team. I think adding Drew Holiday, adding a guy that has championship experience, and again, their whole team has been, half the team that has been to the finals or been on playoff runs. So I just think the Celtics, as the season goes on, they're going to win 60 games, in my opinion. They're going to play great. They're going to get the #1 seed. But there are going to be things that they need to improve on, in my opinion, that makes them the clear-cut favorite. We just saw what the Denver Nuggets are doing. Like, Jokic is a problem. But I think Porzingis, pulling him away from the floor, also being a shot blocker, there are things that he offers that could really be a great matchup if they potentially were to go against Denver.
I think Boston's really good. Obviously, I'm going to put them in the finals. I don't know if they win. And here's the other part. They have a great offense. They have a great defense. The versatility, I think the emergence of Derek White, how he's come on. You got a real ball hawker, maybe that best on-ball defender in Drew Holiday. So you've added these pieces, and then Porzingis, a legit problem, a legit in-out guy, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like, and you go back to when Ime was there, right? Yeah. Didn't they lose like every home court game and won every away game or something crazy?
Yes.
Or it was something different like that. So I think the mentality, the mental toughness needed to maintain and sustain greatness throughout the playoffs. I want to see that. I want to see that from them.
Well, and then let's also compare the Denver Nuggets. They have their consistent core group, right? When you look at Philly, they got a brand new coach. Joel Embiid's out. When you look at the Knicks, they've been banged up, but we saw how well they were playing when they were hurt. When you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, they're going through a transitional phase. So they are, now again, I know the Boston Celtics have had some coaching changeovers the last few years, but they have their core group, and their core group is all pushing in the same direction. So that makes things easier for you. Not easy, easier. So when I look at that, that's why I think it shrinks during the postseason, because everybody's like, they've kind of figured out their crew. They got their coach, Nick Nurse and Doc Rivers, even the Clippers adding James Harden. They're going to be much better teams come April, May, June than they are currently right now.